Hi everyone, welcome to Movie World. Robert Waldman reporting. Beautiful day in sunny Surrey. I want to thank my friend who's doing some helping today. I hope she doesn't mind giving her name. Zoe, I thank you very much. I want to wish everybody good health, happiness, and lots of joy as we head into summer full-fledged. Now I have a brand new movie that's just coming out on video on demand, which means you're going to have to contact your local cable company or your internet provider if you want to see it. The movie is called Valley of the Gods, not to be confused with Valley of the Dolls. That was a sexy movie from a book by a very notable author back in 1969. This movie is all about the Navajo Indian Nation, and it's kind of unusual and diverse, and I found it a little bit hard to comprehend, to be honest with you. It intertwines the story of a couple of people. One is a fellow named John who's got a marriage, but he's got some difficulties and he's sort of breaking away from the reservation. He's, shall we say, run afoul of various things, and he's got many problems, which means he has to visit a psychiatrist, a Dr. Herman, played nicely by John Rhys Davies. John Rhys Davies, some of you will remember, he was in Raiders of the Lost Ark, that classic movie from Steven Spielberg and George Lucas. He was also one of his stars as General Pushkin in the James Bond 1987 film, The Living Daylights. That's with Timothy Dalton, right after Roger Moore left the Bond series. I digress. Josh Hartnett stars as John. He's this troubled man who's got all sorts of issues on his plate. Josh Hartnett, very good actor in so many movies, but most memorable perhaps in Jerry Bruckheimer's Michael Bay's spectacular Pearl Harbor. Other notable members of this cast include Berenice Marlowe, who was a star in the Daniel Craig's Skyfall film a few years back, and also John Malkovich. Now, John Malkovich in this movie is very important and very pivotal. He stars as a fellow named Toros, who just happens to be the richest man in the world. Sorry, Jeff Bezos, I guess you're number two. This movie is a little bit long, it's a couple hours in length, and it follows the travels and the unity and reunion of these two fellows, how they become acquaintances in a rather bizarre structure. The movie also has a couple of action sequences that are quite bizarre. It reminds me a little bit of a Tom Cruise movie because there's a scene a la Mission Impossible 2 where John, played by Josh Hartnett, is traversing up a mountaintop, which is like in Mission Impossible 2. And believe it or not, this guy, this Navajo descendant, he actually has a bunch of cans and tins and pots tied around his leg. That's because the psychiatrist gives him some ideas in terms of how to improve himself. It is a strange movie. It's very, it's very eclectic, and I think it's really for people who want to see something that's totally offbeat, totally bizarre, very strange movie at a couple hours. I found the movie a little bit too tedious and a little bit too slow and offbeat for my liking, but other people who want to see a completely original movie, and this is it, but looks a little bit about some Navajo customs in a very unusual way, may find the movie rather appealing. It's definitely different, a little bit strange and bizarre. It's from Terrell PR, but we're nice enough to bring this to Canadian audiences. On a scale of 1 to 10, I have to give Valley of the Gods, I gotta give it a 6. Thanks for watching today. Robert Waldman for Movie World. Hope to see you soon.